Thank you for having me here today. Read, Lord. I'm going to walk around a little bit because I hate standing in one place. So I want you guys to answer a question in your mind, or you can even answer the question if you like. I want to make this as interactive as possible. Why are you here today? Anyone like to share why they're here today? Young man in a blue shirt. To gain more knowledge. Who else? Orange shirt. To be an entrepreneur. To get motivated and learn. I always say this. I will never show up anywhere on the planet unless I know why I'm going there. Make that part of what you do on a daily basis. If you don't know what you're going to learn, why you're going to learn it, what you're going to use it, have a game plan. We're here today to talk about manhood, which is a part of everything that you'll do down the road. What is it like to become a man, to be a man, to act like a man, talk like a man? So I looked in the mirror and said, okay, I'll share with you my personal experiences because that's what happened in my life. I tried a lot of different things in my life growing up. A lot of things. And I did not succeed at everything I've done. Most people look at me today and think I grew up in a family that was rich and affluent. I must have had a leg up on somebody. You know, something good happened to me, and that's how I ended up where I'm at. And my story is the contrary. I grew up in Tampa, Florida, a little community called the Fish Bowl. And all the streets in the Fish Bowl were named after fish, so that's why we call it the Fish Bowl. And it was not a very good neighborhood. It wasn't at the time, I guess, but it grew into something today that you probably don't go to. My father had a landscaping and lawn service and irrigation company. So every day I was on a truck, cutting grass, trimming trees, and just doing general labor. And the reason I want to share this part with you is because it doesn't matter where you came from, it's where you're going and what you do and what you learn along the way. So one of the things I learned while I was working outside in that hot weather, sometimes 100 degrees, and working on weekends and working evenings, was it's not what I wanted to do my whole life. That's what I did learn. I learned that I want to drive a nice car, preferably a Lamborghini. I want to have a nice mansion or a house somewhere. I want to pay somebody to do what I was doing at that time, because I didn't like it very much. But just because I didn't love it in that moment, I learned to love it because it taught me a lot of different things. One of the things I learned about making money is this. You got to have courage to make money. Why do you need courage to make money? Because the things that you want to do, people are going to say is not cool, you're a nerd, you're a geek, everything else they can think of. But what I learned in my life is this. Everyone heard of Elon Musk? What are they doing? Tesla Motors. How about Zuckerberg? Zuck. Anybody know who Mark Zuckerberg is? Inventor of Facebook. Peter Thiel, anybody know who he is? Inventor of PayPal. If you go back in time and you Google a picture of Peter or Zuckerberg or any of these guys who invented all these big, huge, multi-billion-dollar companies, they got thick Coke bottle glasses and they look like nerds. But if you look at them today, fast forward, they got personal trainers. They jacked up like Vin Diesel. They wear custom suits. They live in mansions, flying private jets, and you would not recognize them and place them with what they looked like 20 years ago. Money changes how you look. Money changes how you eat. Money changes how you drive. Money changes everything. So for all those people who probably picked on them, laughed at them, questioned what they were doing at the time, either probably work for them, want to work for them, and probably feel not as smart as they thought they did back then. So you got to have the courage to protect what's important to you. And if you have a vision, that's what's important to you. So today, remember that word courage. Because you will have to protect yourself, your future, if you're investing down the road. When I told people I wanted to drive a Lamborghini, and at the time I was driving a 1974 Monte Carlo, and it wasn't a nice one. It didn't have music, it didn't have wheels on it, it was just an old Monte Carlo. Everybody laughed. Fast forward today, when I pull up in an Aventador, and I see those same people, they say, I knew you were going to get that Lamborghini when they know you did, you're lying. You didn't think I was going to have a Lamborghini today. So you're going to have to take some time and believe in yourself. Has anybody in this room ever felt like they don't fit in somewhere? Can you raise your hand? Not a good feeling, right? You feel like you're out there by yourself trying to make something happen. Nobody understands you. You can't get the support you want. You're trying to convince people of your dreams and your passion. No, you got to understand. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build a studio. I'm trying to become an athlete. I'm trying to build a company. I want to make this application. And everyone's like, yeah, okay. I had to learn to have the courage to get past that. Because there's going to be people around you that aren't trying to discourage you, but their vision is not as powerful as yours. Their dream is not as powerful as your dream. It's just not. And there's no way that you'll get somebody to feel the same passion for what you believe in as you. You just can't. If I'm going to do a movie in my production company, Digital Caviar Victory Productions, we're going to make a movie. And I got this great movie idea. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to pitch you on this movie. Tell me what you think. There's this man, all right, he was in the military. He gets out of the military, he has a tough life, he comes back to Tampa, and he meets another guy who's an attorney. They both ride motorcycles together, they both work out at the gym together. Next thing you know, they create this motorcycle club. Next thing you know, they got people from the military, the government, they're helping people. There's an underground network of all the stuff that's going on. And they're like, I don't like that. I got one or two options. I can either kill it and bring it back something else, see if they like it, or I can start moving forward and start developing the idea. That's it. I can either say this person is the authority on every movie made in the world and I'm going to trust their opinion, or I can say I'm going to take a chance and start developing this and see what happens. And I can put together my production team and we go shoot a pilot or a trailer or a teaser and see what happens. They may not like motorcycles. I just pitched something to someone who knows nothing about what I'm trying to do. So, courage. Something else that's extremely important to being a man, being an entrepreneur, is trusting yourself. Self is one of the toughest people on the planet to trust. We can go to everyone else's job, and we can trust that job, we can trust that name, we can trust that process, we can trust everything outside of ourselves. You've got to learn to invest and trust yourself. If you don't invest in yourself and trust yourself, why would someone else make an investment in you? All right, let's put this in the layman's